Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome to oldschoolhaunter for the making of my entrance sign Gruselschule, or you can translate it as Haunted School. I'm happy that I get it finished right before Halloween, and I'm thrilled to take you on the journey how this sign was created. So let's go and start the project. The third thing I did was to create the letters in Graphic, a software for creating vector graphics. Each letter is individual and unique, and everything is nice and slanted, so it really fits for Halloween. And here are the dots that mark the positions where the LEDs are placed later on. To see how it looks in real life, I cut the letters out of cardboard in the final size. Luckily, a neighbor of mine works in the metal company, and so he was able to cut the letters out of aluminum directly on the CNC machine. It was a really great feeling when I held the letters in my hands for the first time. The next step was to roughen the surface with sandpaper, because the letters should look nice and rusty at the end. I use 120 grit sandpaper for this, so I can spray paint the letters later on. Then it's time to add the rust effect. First I spray paint the letters with a brown rust primer. Then I sprinkled dried coffee grain directly onto the wet paint. This already gives a good basic texture to the surface. Now different layers of paint are used to show that the letters are already very old. First I spray on a silver here. This is only applied in a few spots and is not opaque, because the rust brown should still be visible. The second layer is black. This again is only sprayed onto a few spots and brings some contrast to the surface. Black and brown then blur a little visually, and so it looks as if the rust is sometimes lighter and sometimes darker. Now an orange acrylic paint is used. I first brush it randomly onto the surface and use it to create some light rust spots. Then I spray water onto the wet paint using a spray bottle, and in this process the paint runs down and creates some rust tracks, and the orange blends into the surface. The surface weatherproof, I use clear coat mud. I spray this on the entire surface, and on the one hand the surface becomes weatherproof, and on the other hand the coffee sticks to the surface even more. everything is dried, it's time to add some light. Here I use WS2811 Pixel LEDs in a 12V version. The holes for the LEDs have a diameter of 12mm, and when inserting the LEDs, it's time to wear some gloves to save your hands. Then I used a software called X-Lights. There I first created a custom model for each ladder and specified the wiring. Then I switched to the sequencer, and there it's getting crazy. Here I made the LEDs shine with different effects. Some of them are predefined effects of X-Lights, others were created by combining effects. Everything is controlled by a Flacon F16 V3 controller, and the control center is placed in a nice old fuse box. Here you can see a run with a test sequence I created. So that the lettering is well visible, I built a wooden frame to which the letters will be attached to. This consists of two large columns on the right and on the left, and a support column in the center. The whole structure has a total width of 5 meters and 60 centimeters. The support frame for the ladders is a simple wooden frame that consists of two parts. These ones reach from the right and the left respectively to the center and makes it easy to assemble, disassemble and store the whole thing. Next I laid out the ladders on the frame to determine the distances. Of course it's for Halloween, but these also can be a little bit the same. The ladders have some pre-drilled small holes. Using these, I can attach them to the wooden frame using some normal screws. The ladders have a distance to the wooden frame because the cables of the LEDs also have to fit in between. And then everything is set up. The large wooden columns are put on the columns of the fence, and the support column in the center is temporarily held in place by a screw clamp. Then it's time to add the frames with the lettering on top. Because of the lightweight construction, these parts can be transported and lifted very easily. You can see that I can carry and assemble them here by myself. The fuse box with the control center was then attached to the column in the center. Visually, this nice old fuse box really fits for Halloween. And then it was finally time. The night fell and the show could start. Alright, that was the project of my entrance sign Gruselschule or Haunted School, and this project was very interesting for me because I used different techniques, and also working with the Pixel LEDs was very new to me, so the whole programming and so on. And I'm sorry that I couldn't go too deep into the topic of the Pixel LEDs, but if you want to know more, please tell me about it in the comments. So we've reached the end of the video, and if you like the project, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit subscribe to stay in touch with my channel. For today I say thanks for watching, see you next time and happy Halloween!